Because the times
Woke up this morning thinking about
Those summer days.
best friend got caught up when I stayed in Douglasville. Doing some stuff by myself. I'm a
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Story from the sale. 5 minutes cost Wallo 20 years. Let's get into it. You know, people make dumb mistakes at younger ages, but if you've been in jail 20 years, you should have learned your lesson. Personally, I feel like. And it's kind of fucked up putting people in cages for like non-violent crimes. I don't get that. If you like murdered like kids for a living, that's understandable. But if you just literally at the wrong place at the wrong time, hanging out with the wrong homie, you shouldn't get locked away like that. But that's just what I think. I don't know everything. I'm just 19. I'm gonna put that out there. Let's get
It's
into
from
it.
the cell.
Now, I had this one old cat. My cell, I was in the cell by myself, and he just came from the hole. He was arguing with a guard, old school. He come into my cell. All he had was a box and a typewriter, and all he used to do was law work. And he used to do these crossword puzzles all the time on the top bunk. And one day, I walked in the cell from the yard, and he was like, "How many minutes, youngin? You know, how many minutes was it?" I ain't paying him no attention. He was doing life, but you would never think he was doing life because he was just a solid OG, just mind his business. And I said, minutes? I'm at the sink washing my hands. I just coming from the yard. He said, how many minutes, man? I said, I give you like 3, 4. I said, minutes for what? I don't know what the fuck. It's an OG. I don't know what he talking about, but it's coming off deep. He said, how many minutes did it take? You know what I mean? For you to get your residency here. I said, what you mean, man? Fucking residency. He said, how many minutes did you take to earn this to stay? You stay. The fuck is you talking about? Minutes. So he said, wait, you got your law? I said, yeah, I got my law work. I'm like, man. He said, let me show you something. So I go. He said, where your case? I show him my case. He said, okay. You see these two? He said, this the police report, and this the police report. Took both of my police reports, and he said, okay. You robbed the joint at this time? They say you was in there for that long? Or you robbed this joint for this time? They say you was in there that long. He said that's like, each of them is like 2.5. Altogether, that's like 5 minutes, man. He said 5 minutes got you 20 years in prison? He said 5 minutes. He said 5 minutes. He said, man, and that's long. He said, that's a long time. He said, if you would have shot somebody, it'd have been like 1 minute. You probably could have lost your life for 1 minute. Because he said, mine ain't take that long. You see what I'm saying? He said, I stabbed the motherfucker, man. It wasn't even no, I don't know how long it was. It wasn't no minute. So I stabbed the motherfucker a couple of times. He checked out. Wasn't even no minute. But 5 minutes. So I said, damn, he jumped back on the bed, kept doing his crossword puzzles. And it fucked me up for a while. Because I'm like, damn, I gave my life for 5 minutes. And I'm saying it to say to y'all, like, you'll be sitting up in the cell for the rest of your life about one move that lasted a minute. It only take 1 minute to shoot a gun.
Steve.
I'm take 1 minute. So I'm sitting there, I did 20 years in the joint for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is some bullshit. Could change your whole life forever. And like, if you out there, I'm gonna just say this to the people that want to hear it. Because you got a lot of dudes out there, y'all real niggas. This ain't for you because you probably don't want to hear this shit, OG tripping. But for those that's not sure about the direction you want to go and you loving your life and you just like, you feel as though you got to be making some moves or doing some shit that's outside of yourself in order to be accepted with whoever you dealing with right now, I'm talking to you. It's 5 minutes versus your life? 1 minute? Is it worth?
5 minutes not worth my life, man. That was a deep story. That was crazy. Like you wouldn't expect that. But man, serving life, he like, yo, how long did it take you? Like, that's why I don't hang out with some of my friends in Douglasville and other places. Because personally, time is the most precious thing you have. So if you could do something in 5 minutes, I go, like, what's 5 minutes for you? Those 5 minutes could cost you 20 years. That's deep. That's something that you will be sitting with the rest of your life. Like, fuck, I did that. Did some ignorant stuff. Like, if I go to jail right now, 20 years from now, I'll be a disappointment. I wouldn't want to live out here. That's me personally. I don't know about y'all, but I'd be sad. I'd be like, I fucked everything up. I had a girl going for me. I had life coming for me. I had YouTube coming. You know, I had all this stuff. And no one's waiting for me like that. Family growing
If it
up.
is, that's your thing. But if it ain't, you got to reroute. You got to you got to restructure your whole route, whatever direction you're going on, and get the fuck away from the people that you're around that got you thinking you got to be a real nigga in order to win. Being a real nigga is getting out there, getting your education. Because I'm going to tell you something. For all the things, money I took, whatever I took, and you got a lot of cats out here, I ain't working at no motherfucking McDonald's. I ain't working here. I ain't working there. But what fucked me up is when I seen kingpins and dudes that used to run neighborhoods wiping the table in the kitchen for 30 cents an hour. But you got a lot of dudes out here, I got to hustle. They ain't giving me enough money. But you'll go to jail and work your fucking ass off in the kitchen trying to steal some green peppers and onions and shit and sell them.
Talk to him.
Or some white gold, that's sugar. You know what I mean? Just to sell it.
Sugar.
You know what I mean? That's white gold. You see what I'm saying? You in there trying to sling and bang with that shit, but you couldn't do this. Everybody too cool. Right. And then now we living in a time, motherfuckers and got Hollywood. The PUA came. Now everybody done capped so much that he can't go back there living real life no more. Everybody got on Instagram. I got money. I'm the shit. I'm this. I'm that. I'm on a yacht in Miami. To now they can't even go back to the jobs they had because they done shitted on their employers. They done capped so much. Now everybody hiding now. They in the cut like, I ain't going. They grams and slowed down and nobody want to work, man. Stories from the cell.
Dang. Stories from the cell. That was deep. I mean, what did y'all get from that? You know what I'm saying? Me, I realized that I can't be ignorant. I can't do stupid stuff. I can't mess up my life for no one. My life is worth it. I'm not going to fake. I'm sorry if I do. Okay, any of my employers ever see this? If I quit a job, it's for a reason. I quit jobs because low self-esteem wasn't conducive to my lifestyle in the sense of I don't have a car yet. I'm 19 years old, you know what I'm saying? I would have never shit on no one. Honestly, I don't get how people do that. That being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. What did y'all learn from this? Y'all tell me what y'all think, in the comments below. And yeah, stay safe. Stay tuned to the next video. I appreciate everybody and peace.
Mario the poet.